All right. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. Coach Luis here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. If you are here right now, that means it is time for exercise with Exos. I'm going to be taking the lead here today. What we're going to be doing, super fun, superset style workout. I did this last week with my abs and core. I really liked how it felt. Solid workout, gonna feel the burn at the end, gonna get our money's worth as far as time and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into explaining what we're going to do. So like I just said, superset style workout, we're gonna be doing every minute on the minute, changing from one exercise to the next. I'm gonna get started with the examples. So first one we're gonna be doing is a plank to pike. You guys have been in my classes before and Jazzies know about this one. We're in that high plank position. Core is nice and tight, hands are under the shoulders, and then we're pushing ourselves up into that pike position, pushing the palms through the ground, locking out those arms overhead, pushing up that tail, and then bringing ourselves back into that plank position. The key thing to remember is we don't want to take the hips past the imaginary line between our shoulders and heels. We want that to be ending a little bit higher, core still nice and tight, spine nice and protected. After that, we're going to be doing some narrow squats. We're going to come up on our feet. Stance is going to be more narrow than what we are used to with our squat. We're not going to be going as low. We want to be able to plant those feet, toes pointed forward, come down as much as we comfortably can, pushing those knees away from each other, and then stand all the way back up. So this one, you guys, the focus is on the quads here. Don't worry if you're not coming down super low. Just come down as far as you can. Push those knees out and over those toes, and then we'll stand it back up. All right, you guys. So because this is a superset workout, we're going to be doing those two things, the plank to pike and the narrow squats, for 3 rounds back to back. As soon as we're done with those 3 rounds, we're going to move on to another pair of exercises. Do that for 3 rounds, and then the final pair we will do for 3 rounds and then be done. There will be no repetition of each movements outside of those 3 little rounds. All right, so for our second superset, we're going to be doing T's bent over and then a pause squat. So the T's bent over, pretty simple. We get into that hinge position. The hands are down, the palms are out, kind of facing away from us. So when we bring those arms up, the thumbs are ended pointing at the ceiling. You feel free to ball those fists up, keep the thumbs out, big pinch in between those shoulder blades, and then coming back down. Make sure we don't shrug during this one. Squeeze through those armpits. Make sure that those shoulders are ending away from those ears. All right, next up, we're going to be doing some pause squats. I have a couple weights here just to use as a counterbalance, you guys. So with the pause squat, we want to be spending about 5 seconds down at the bottom of that air squat position. So if holding on to something like a book out front really helps you balance like it does for me, I would highly recommend. So down here in this bottom position of the squat, knees are pushed out over the toes, hips are down, my core is really tight. We're just gonna hang down here for 5 seconds before squeezing those glutes and quads and coming all the way back up. So the volume as we work, guys, is gonna be kind of low on those. The focus is on the form. How well can we kind of handle that bottom position of our squat? All right, guys, final superset is going to be mountain climbers and bridge marching. So we're going to be on the ground here again. In that plank position for the mountain climbers, we're not going to do them super fast here today. Want to have some nice control, driving that knee forward and then replacing it back. Other knee is going to go, and then we're replacing it. The key to this core exercise is that when we push that knee up, we don't round the back here. I see a lot of that. Driving that knee up, letting the whole back kind of turn into a scoop of mashed potatoes. Keep that core nice and tight. Just drive the knee as far as you comfortably can while maintaining that posture through the torso. Finally, bridge marching. We're pushing down through those heels, working that back side. First, we're going to come up into our bridge, pushing down through the heels, and then we're going to handle one leg at a time, slowly changing back and forth, marching. We still got to use that core to support the spine. And that is what we're going to be ending with. All right, you guys, shout out to Brittany. Brittany put the workout in the chat. If you guys are confused or just curious about what stacks up with what, check out the chat. The workout is in there. Take a moment, you guys, if you guys are going to grab anything for a counterweight, or anything that you want to use as resistance. Let's make sure we have that on us, as well as our space kind of set up here. What we're going to do next, get into that warm up. So let's come to the middle of our space, and we're just going to start with some regular squats. So screwing those feet into the ground, we're kind of spreading the ground apart with our feet a little bit, if you will. Gonna unlock those knees, hips, and ankles, sink down, and then squeeze it all the way back up using those glutes and those quads. Only got to do a few here, guys, but we're just trying to familiarize ourselves with the pattern and with that bottom position. So we're gonna be hanging out a little bit down there. It's really useful to have a counterbalance. Good job, you guys, good job. We're gonna do one more squat. Here we go. Core is tight. And let's push it all the way back up. Good job, you guys. All right, give those legs a little shake. Let's come to the bottom of our space. We're gonna get that whole body involved now, doing the dynamic runner stretch. So pushing the hips back, first step, like we're trying to touch a wall behind us, letting the head and upper body hang down. We're stretching the backside for a sec. Then we can bend our knees, walking those hands all the way out until we're in our nice high plank position. Take a moment in this position, do a nice strong exhale to find that core. All right, big lunge with that left foot. Left foot's gonna land outside that left hand. We're then gonna have that left hand leave the ground, keeping that back leg straight. We're reaching up towards the ceiling or sky. Let's take a nice big deep breath here, guys. Turn that head as much as you can. Good, there we go. Let's bring that left hand back down to the ground. Gonna support us, we'll bring that left foot back. Same thing with that right side now. Big lunge with that right foot. Comes down outside the right hand. We're gonna twist, reach up towards the ceiling or sky with that right hand. Try and keep that back leg straight here, you guys. Breathe. And let's return that right hand back to the ground. Right foot's gonna come on back. Let's push ourselves up into a quick downward dog or pike position. We're gonna be here a little bit in the beginning. Breathe, get those shoulders warmed up. And now let's slowly start to walk those hands back in towards the feet. Bend your knees, do what you need to do to make it work. And let's slowly roll ourselves up. One vertebrae at a time, stacking up on top of each other. Head, neck, and shoulders, last thing to come up. Good job, you guys. Give it a little shake. All right, y'all. So I'm about to get the timer set up. We are gonna get it going. Again, so it's gonna be about 18 minutes of work, 45 seconds per interval of work, and then 15 seconds to rest and transition. That's gonna stay the same throughout. I'll be giving you guys cues as we go. We're starting with that pairing of plank to pike and the narrow squats coming up first. We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're on the clock. So plank to pike up first, 45 seconds worth of it. Let's find that good plank position before we start to move. Then we can start to go. Keeping those elbows locked out the whole time. Nice strong exhales coming down will help us find that good core position. Make sure our hips don't go any further down than they need to. Good job, you guys, good job. Good work. Giving those shoulders something to think about here. Good job, you guys, good job. Coming close to the end here. And time. All right, guys, let's stand it on up. Narrow squats coming up next. If you guys want to use a counterweight for this one, you can. That's what I'm going to do. Remember, narrow stance, both feet pointed directly forward. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're coming down, knees still push away from each other, and we propel ourselves back up. We're trying to feel this in the front of our legs. It's okay if we feel it in the back though too. Core is tight as we go down, pushing away from that ground. Good. There we go, you guys. Find a pace that's comfortable. Let's keep it. Remember, it's okay if we're only feeling like we're going partially down. If you feel like you're not working that hard, that is okay. Focus on those quads. Almost done. Got time for at least one more. And time. Good job, you guys. Okay, we are back to the plank to pike. We got 2 more rounds. Round 1 of set 1 is done. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are back into that plank to pike. Find your starting position first, and then we're moving. Try and lock in each position, that pike position, and then that plank position. It's okay if we're doing less reps and taking more time to feel what we want to feel when we stop moving in each of these positions. Moving in between them is a little bit less important. Good work, guys. Good work. Got about 10 seconds left. We're working. That core's tight. Almost done. One more rep here. Yeah, and time. Good. There we go. All right, y'all. Second to last time we had to do that. We only have one more time. We got the narrow squat coming up next, though. 3, 2, 1. Let's get into that narrow squat. So narrow stance, toes forward. We push the knees away from each other as we come down. Loading up those quads. Good job, you guys. Don't get lazy with the core here. Now it may seem easy. Good job, everybody. Good job. We got about 10 seconds left. Let's keep it going. Good, you guys. Almost on to the final round here. First set. And time. Good job. Okay, plank to pike for the final time coming up here. After this time, we're not doing it ever again until the next workout. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, find that position first. By now, we kind of know what to do. We know how it feels. Let's see if we can keep it going the entire time here. I know it's kind of early, but let's push. Great work, you guys. Great work. About 10 seconds left. Let's keep it going. Almost. One more rep. And time. Good job, you guys. Good job. Way to work. Okay. Next up, we're in that narrow squat one more time. Let's stand it up. Let's get ready. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Let's set up that stance. Here we go, you guys. Good. Not coming down all the way as usual, but we're loading up those knees, loading up the tissue around those knees. Good job, you guys. Good job. Way to work. Core is tight still. $10 seconds. There we go. Last time we ever got to do these, you guys. I know they're not the most comfortable. Let's push. And time. Great job, you guys. Great job. Okay. Now we're moving on to T's and the pause squat. Let's stand standing here. We're starting with our T's here in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. So bent over at the hips, hinged at the hips, knees are bent. All that tension is in the hamstrings and the glutes here. Let's get that back nice and flat. Let's set it up. Thumbs ending, pointing up towards the ceiling. Good job, you guys. Good job. It also helps to end with a nice solid pinch for more than half a second in between those shoulder blades. Imagine we're really trying to crush an egg, but not just crack it, absolutely destroy that egg. Good job, you guys, good job. And time. Use those glutes, pull those hips back under you. Good job, you guys. Okay, pause squat is up next. We're hanging out down there for 5 seconds. I'm not gonna count out loud. It's a 5 count in your own head. Let's get it going here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All the way down, we're hanging out. 5 seconds is a very long time. Use those glutes and those quads, stand it back up. All right, you guys, good work. Let's keep going. Good. Remember, guys, with the feet here, we want to have them nice and even pressure between that big toe, little toe, and heel. And when we stand up, we're pushing down through all of that, through that entire tripod evenly. Let's get one more rep in here. And time. Stand it up. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay. Tees once again. We are on to round 2, set 2. Here we go. 5 seconds of rest. All right, let's get into it. So bent over, getting into that hinge position first. Find that tension in the glutes and the hamstrings. Then we can begin to move those shoulders. Good job, you guys. We're destroying that egg. Remember, thumbs ending towards the ceiling. Good job. Destroy that egg. Hang out there for a second. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. Second to last time you got to do this one. I know it's probably burning. Good job. Don't end with the shoulders near the ears. Pull those away. And time. Excellent work. Excellent work. All right, you guys, we're back to that pause squat. Few seconds to rest. Grab water if you need it. We're going to start here in 3, 2, 1. So let's get that stance going. Screw those feet into the ground. Good. Push through that whole foot to come up. Remember, those knees are driving out and away from each other over those lateral toes. Good, good job, you guys. I know this is definitely a tough one. It's okay to take a second or two in between those reps. Give those hip joints a little bit of a break. Let's try and keep a nice pace going though. We got about 10 seconds left. All right, one more. Let's get down there. And time. Good job, guys. Good job. That one is tough for sure. All right, tees one more time. The middle of my back is on fire. Okay, we're gonna start here in 3, 2, 1. Let's push those hips back. Let's find that position first. And it's time to go. Remember, if it's burning, if it's feeling like a struggle to complete these, let's break them up. You don't have to just go until you stop or you can't go anymore. Break it up into 3 or 5 quality reps. Take a break, and then we're right back into it. Excellent work, you guys. We got about 10 seconds left. Let's see if we can keep pushing it. Keep going. Last time you got to do this one. And time. Let's get those hips back under us. Good job, you guys. Oh man, middle of my back is feeling it. All right, pause squat for the last time. We're coming up in 5 seconds, guys. Let's get ready. Let's get into that stance. And we are going. All the way down, 5-second hold. And then we're powering it all the way back up. Good, good job, you guys. Use those glutes, big squeeze to come up. Good work, guys. Good work. Way to keep going. We got about 15 seconds left. Let's see if we can get at least 2 more in. Good job, you guys. Good job. Ooh, man, that's tough. Let's do one more. Here we go. Final seconds. And time. Good. Stand it up. Get rid of that counterweight if you're using one. All right, you guys, we're down to the ground, mountain climbers and bridge marching. These are the final 2 things we have left. 3 rounds are starting in 3, 2, 1. Get that mountain climber going. All right, hands are planted under those shoulders. We're driving one knee at a time, nice and controlled. Core is keeping everything nice and solid through that torso region. Remember, pretend like you got a plate of your favorite food on your back. Don't let any twisting or crazy shift happen. Use that core. Keep it nice and solid so that plate of food stays on your back. Good work, guys. Good work. A few reps left. And time. Go ahead and rest. Good job, you guys. All right, now we're flipping onto our backs. We got the bridge marching coming up next. Remember, we're driving specifically through the heels. 3, 2, 1. So we push down through the heels, bring the hips up, and we drive one leg into the air. All the movement coming from the hips here, guys, so the knees should stay the same amount of bent. Nice, strong exhales will help us keep that core engaged, protecting the spine, supporting the hips. Good job, you guys, good job. Whenever you have one heel down on that ground, drive a little bit harder, drive a little extra hard so you can support the hips here. Again, we want to keep these nice and flat, nice and solid. Think about that same plate of food analogy right here on the front. And time. Man, it feels good to lay down. We got 2 more rounds though, you guys. Let's get up, let's get ready for those mountain climbers. Coming in a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back into our mountain climbers. Second to last time you got to do it. Coming towards the end of the workout here. Think plate of food. Can be in a staring contest with the ground. Good job, you guys. Good job. Nice and controlled. I'd rather have you nice and controlled, taking a few breaks per interval than having it get sloppy or not very pretty. Good job, you guys. Good job. Hold that plate of food. Nice and easy. Squeeze through the core hard when you drive that knee. And time. Man, my shoulders are feeling it. Okay, let's come back down to the ground. We're on our backs, mountain climbers. Second to last time here. All right, guys, here we go. Let's drive through those heels. Get the hips up, core is tight. Then we can begin to use just one leg at a time to support while the other one drives. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. Keep that core tight. We know what to do. Just got to do it. Good. There we go. Good job, you guys. Good job. Got a couple minutes left after this. Good work. And time. Good job, you guys. Good job. One more round. I am tired. I know you guys are probably tired. Let's push through. Let's make it look good. We're going to start here in 3, 2, 1. All right, mountain climbers for the last time. Above all else, let's keep that plate of food on our backs. Remember, there's nothing wrong with stringing together a few good reps, taking a break for water, giving those shoulders some rest. We're working on our quality here. Let's keep it going. See if you can stay with me the rest of the time. That's what I'm going to try and do. Got about 15 seconds, give or take. Let's see what we can do here. Last time we're going to do it. No regrets coming out of this workout. And time. Good job, you guys. Way to push there at the end. We got bridge marching one final time, one final interval of 45 seconds for us to work. What kind of note are we going to end this workout on? Let's make it a good one. Let's get those hips up and we're going. Strong exhales will help. Imagine you got to play your favorite food right there on the front of those hips. Keep those hips nice and even as we switch through those legs. Don't let that food slide off to one side. Drive through those heels. Great work, guys. Great work. Nice and strong here. Show me what you got. Last few seconds. Don't stop moving. And time. Slowly let those hips down. Good job, you guys. Feel free to rest there on the ground. Do what you need to do. Stand up, grab some water. If that's what you are feeling, walk it off. Good work there at the end, you guys. Great job. Okay, a few minutes left. We got to get into our cool down so we can be calmed down and get out of here for lunch. Let's find just some space. Let's come up to standing. What we're going to do is take care of those shoulders first. Once we plant those feet, it's all about some backwards shoulder rolls. So bringing those shoulders together in front, shrugging them up near the ears, letting them roll over the top of the rib cage and then slide down the back there into our back pockets. And as we try and calm our breathing down, we can try and link it up, inhaling as those shoulders rise, exhaling, using gravity to drop those shoulders down the backside. Excellent work, you guys. Nice long exhale. So instead of making them forceful, like we were doing when we try and find our core, let's make them long. Let's stretch them out as much as we comfortably can. Good. Up, shoulders, roll back, and down. Let's do one more big one. Biggest shoulder circle yet. Excellent work. Okay. Now that we're a little more calmed down, let's come down to the ground. Let's put the left knee down on the ground. We're going to do a quick hip flexor stretch. So the left knee is down. That left glute is going to squeeze really hard. We're going to pull the belly button in towards the spine and then slightly push the hips forward until we can find some medium tension. Now, once we do find that medium tension, let's keep the belly button pulled in towards the spine and at the same time, try and breathe into the front of that hip. So when we take that air in, try and send that air to the front of the hip here. Couple more breaths. Keep that glute squeeze. Last one. All right, let's shift our weight back, you guys. We can relax everything around the hip. We're switching over to the other side. Right knee down on the ground. So that right glute is going to squeeze really hard. Belly button comes in towards the spine. With a slight push forward, finding that medium tension in the hip. Again, let's try and send our inhales to that area, trying to expand that area. One more breath, you guys. Final breath. Good job, you guys. Shift that weight back. Excellent work. That is all I got for this session of Exercise with Exos. Thank you guys for coming, working out with me. If you guys are interested in more live offerings, what we have going on today is dance. That's coming up momentarily here at 12:30, Dance Fusion. stretch break with myself at 2:30 p.m. and then abs and core with Brittany at 4:30 p.m. All those times are in Pacific Standard Time. If you'd like to learn more about everything that we have going on, visit our SharePoint site by searching Exos in the search bar on Autodesk One. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. I will catch you guys in the next session.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. See ya.